Challenge, break down.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
CBS reality, royalty to be crowned.
Survivor Love Island,
Amazing Race and Big Brother.
Survivor Love Island,
Amazing Race and Big Brother. It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge.
Break down.
Welcome back to a special late night edition of the challenge. Take down. It is your boy Wendell Holland here. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Wendell Holland YouTube channel. I am joined by my okay friend, the one and only Mr. the Purple Man himself, Mr. Brice Isaiah from the Purple Pants Podcast. Hit the bell. You can be sure to find this podcast on all streaming sites on the Purple Pants Podcast, wherever your podcasts are found. And let's get into it. Brice, how we doing?
I'm good. They call me Tory in the streets, okay? They call me Tory in the streets. Jonay, nice to do a podcast with you.
First of all, Brice, you can't fight.
I can.
And if you want to start off this way, I can send Evan some more footage.
Okay. He ha ha. I'm glad you got a kiki out of that. But regardless of the footage that you put, I still got up, completed the challenge, and ain't no stopping me now. We on the move. Ain't no stopping me now. Tory on the loose. Sorry, Janae.
Jeez. Yeah, poor Jonay, man. Like a two-time, she just won the last two or something, right?
Child, I mean, they say, but when you got to go into the eliminator, okay, when the hopper call your name, is you going to hop or is you going to flop? But no, all seriously, Jonay is a queen. All seriousness, Jonay is a queen. Love her. But anyway, let's get into this episode. A lot has gone down. We last left off.
Yeah.
Know, my baby boy Lewis was going through it.
Lewis was going through it. And you've been talking all this Tory Jonay talk, but there was a significant challenge at the very beginning of this episode.
There was.
Your boy Lewis was going through it, but they didn't call a man. They called Michelle to go see a mirror in the...
They called Michelle. And listen, Michelle immediately was like, Amanda, I know it's you, okay? And I want all the smoke. Now, meanwhile, I love now, first of all, you know I love my girl Shelly, but I definitely love my girl Amanda, right? Because I feel like Amanda be with it, so do Shelly. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that this beef is all over this one person. And during these interactions, this one person be like, okay, Fessy just be sitting there with a smirk. Like, I feel like Fessy loves it inside.
I'm willing to bet he does. He's like, yeah, I did that.
Okay. And so they were at the slam dunked challenge, where, you had to go up super high, get dunked down, and get rid of the balls. Now, obviously, I feel like I'm not even trying to go there. I just honestly feel like I would be great at a challenge like this.
Good at this.
I didn't say I'd be so good. I would have fun at a challenge like this.
Okay. I think you'd get flustered.
I would maybe the first dunkaroo or two, but after that third one, I would be using my whole body. I would be listening to Bananas. Whoa. Where he's saying hoard them all into one section and then just get them all out. And I know how to maneuver around a ball or two. So
Brice, I don't think you'd be too good at it. I don't think you'd be able to listen to Bananas while you're in there. I don't think you'd listen to anything. I think you would get flustered and upset. And when they dunk you, it would be hilarious.
I would. Well, thank you for your confidence. Love it. But no, I would. I feel like something like this would be really fun for me. But listen, I ain't have to do it. The Hopper didn't call my name. But in things like this, like I didn't want to see my girl Amira go home. However, I feel like with my girl Shelly, right? And we talk about this all the time. And shout out to the people in the comments that think we're taking digs at people with calling winners and different things. I was really happy to see Michelle in this moment because I feel like on Michelle's original season of Survivor, I feel like they always contest her winnership, right? And I don't like that because I always feel like if you're a winner, if you won Survivor, you won. And so I was happy to see Michelle in this challenge be confident, get dunked, and whether it's one ball over, two balls over, or seven balls over, you still came out victorious. So I was happy, Team Survivor in me was like, go ahead, Shelly.
I was happy to see her win too. Yeah, that's the homie. Congrats, Michelle. You're going back in the house. When we get back in the house, there's a little back and forth between her and
Baby, her and Michelle and Amanda was going back and forth. And it's like, again, one of the reasons that I love Michelle is that, like, she's not going back down. She's going to say her piece. But also, Amanda be about that time, and Amanda going to say what she going to say. And so, although I don't like to see people argue, I definitely loved the provokingness of like Amanda, like, what you gonna say? Michelle, like, girl, bye, girl, bye, girl, bye. And then it's like, it's all because Fessy wanted me first. Meanwhile, where is Fessel? Okay, like, he just be like, is somebody saying my name? Is
yeah,
somebody saying my name?
he be in a cut, just
Right. Like,
watching.
Fessel be festivaling, okay, with the ladies. And okay, meanwhile, the civil war is breaking out between Amanda and Michelle, and Fessel is just like chilling.
It's like if you look at that photo, I wonder, like, if you take that photo out of context.
Okay, well, listen, what contents would you like to take it in?
Well, Brice, I mean, what else could he be looking at right here?
I,
Like,
First of all, what else he could be looking at is himself in the mirror.
true.
Okay.
If you look at the orientation of our screens right now, it looks like he's kind of looking at you, Brice.
What up, Fess?
Anyway,
Go ahead.
we also we get a moment where the red team minus Jonay kind of deduces that it's Jonay that threw that stray vote at Michelle.
Right. And they're all together. And Janae is like not with them. Janae, like, if I die, if maybe if they don't see me,
Yeah.
then it couldn't have been my vote. However, this is something that I got to see on the challenge that I loved. I really love this scene with Desi, Chanel, and Tiffany. And Tiffany kind of sort of alludes to the fact that, like, the lines are blurred, right? It's not like last season. It was very much Survivor strong, Big Brother strong. Amazing Race did what they could do. But I love the fact that here, Tiffany, like, I got Alyssa, we got Michelle, we got Michaela, and it's really like, let's keep us strong. Now, what I love about this is because historically in the challenges, right, it's normally the other way around. It's normally the vets having these type of conversations about the rookies, and now it's like the vets really get to see what the rookies go for. And I love this nucleus of four black queens kind of running this little situation that they got. So I'm definitely here for a Michaela, Chanel, Desi, and Tiffany running the show.
I think I think it's cool to see them together, and it's also like all women. So yeah, it's a dope nucleus, and we'll see how far. I mean, we'll see how far this. What is it, like 6 of them or 7 in total?
I think it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Two
Yeah,
Alyssa's, Michelle, and them. Yeah.
that's a solid block right there. We'll see how far this takes them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Well, hello. How did we get here already?
He didn't say a word this whole episode. How did
Uh,
you find a photo of Corey?
Listen, he had a confessional, and I'm not sure what he was saying in the confessional, but it didn't matter because Corey was Coreying, and hey Corey.
I don't. It might have been somewhere at this part, and definitely a point later in the episode. I started hearing this narrative of vets having small numbers. So,
Oh,
Brice,
I ain't hear numbers because I ain't hear numbers. I just heard something else, and I said, "Hey,
Brice,
okay, that's not what we doing over here."
relax yourself. What I'm saying is, I think I heard it around then, and I think I heard it later, which is like showing the narrative of, all right, if there is this small amount of vets, and it seems like numbers have flipped to where the newer folks are gonna gun for these vets. It's obvious, and this episode was very clear. So we get to a challenge called
Work the middle, work the middle, change, put new position, new position, new position, new position. Twerk it on core, twerk it on core, twerk
no,
it on core.
no.
I want you to rock the boat, rock the boat, work the middle, change it cool. Okay, sorry. Okay, listen, okay.
Brice, what is the name of the challenge?
Working the pole.
Oh my!
And let me be the first to say,
Where's my whistle? Go ahead. I'm a preemptively whistle.
if
Go
I
ahead.
were out there, this is probably a challenge I would struggle. Like
Okay,
I would probably struggle. Now, in theory, holding on to something
oh
with a
my,
little roundness at the bottom,
oh
I
my
could
God.
do well. But no, I do believe this is one of the challenges that I would either do well in or not do that well in. But of course, when we're starting working the poll, we get okay. Last episode we had JT. This episode, TJ is back.
He's back.
Okay, he's got the card hard again.
He's got the what?
Isn't that the name? What's the brand? Carhartt? I know the brand. I have a couple of hats by them. What is it? Card hard?
Card hard. You a freak, boy.
Oh, sorry. I got Corey on the mind. No. What's the name of the brand?
Carhartt.
Carhartt. He got his collar popped in very TJ fashion. Again, the jacket's a little oversized,
Okay.
but we'll let it slide. But it's definitely not a JT. It's definitely TJ.
Do you expect TJ to wear jackets that fit you?
No, but here's the thing: like, they don't need to be all big, okay? TJ is he's a petite guy.
No, he's not. All right, we're in the challenge, working the pole. So essentially, in a couple heats, you send out a few members of your team, and you have to get across these poles that are suspended in the air over the water. And based on how many players you get, you may or may not do well in the challenge. Based on how many players get across. So the first heat, I think blue gets across first. Right? Am I right? That's what my notes say.
I believe blue gets across first.
Red all falls down, right?
They all fall down. Sebastian had one job. Okay, their motto was, "We gonna swing. The men are gonna jump on first.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna swing the pelican back to the ladies." Okay. And Sebastian gets on, and Cassidy is like, "Hey, hi." Like, we wait for you to swing it to me. Okay, almost like what Sebastian did to me in Florida in the door. Okay.
You better take it not too much on my boy Seb, okay? Not too much. He got across, didn't he?
I mean, he barely.
He got across. Red
Uh,
team all falls, and then I think a few from the green make it across, right?
Correct. I believe it was Desi. It was now mind you, it be the shade that's like I think at this moment when Amanda made it across and Tori was like, well, I mean, child, they brought you up here as a legend, so the least you could do is, try to do okay. I'm like, oh my God, Tori and Amanda going at each other is killing me. And then Tyler came in backwards, upside down, and they brought him in. And shout out to Desi because on the second heat, due to Amira getting eliminated, Desi had to go again. Now, mind you, for this second heat, I'm just like, why they gotta do Josh like that? Okay. Johnny Bananas was like, it's like watching a candle burn. Now, mind you, we know, like, this is what I love about Josh. Is because, like, what Josh is good at, Josh is good at. What Josh is not good at, he's not going to be good at it. And it's quite all right.
Yeah, Josh, it was slow motion.
Him and Fessy. And I was sad because I believe Corey didn't make it across either. Now, I was kind of confused as to like why he didn't make it across because he had all the motivation in the world. Okay. He just saw my face on them and he got a little flustered. He was surprised to see me there. I was just there trying to root Corey on. He got a little flustered.
For those listening, I don't know how Brice's face is on one of these. Brice's face is on one of these instruments, and Corey is reaching for it.
Okay. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low.
Ain't no river. What? All right. So he tried. Oh, that's why he fell.
Because he was startled to see me.
No, because he saw you and he was like, oh, hell no. Needless to say, yeah, you got some big, strong guys falling off of this thing. So maybe a petite person such as yourself might do well at it, right?
You never know. You never know. But it was clear that the red team got 2 people across, the blue team got 2 people across, and the green team got 5 people across. And of course, Desi was a beast out there killing it. West was killing it. And also Johnny Bananas killed it. Like he practically walked across.
Mm-hmm.
Walked across.
These vets, like they've done things, weird stuff like this so much that they really think it through. And Bananas, there's a reason why he has 7 rings.
Yeah, and that also is interesting how well he did and how like of the coaching of other people, how that kind of sort of comes up in the deliberation. But after we get back to the house and people are celebrating, we get
some canoodling.
We get some canoodling with Sebastian and Tori. Tori girl, run.
Mm-hmm. Seb is a real one. So,
you in trouble. Molly, you in danger, girl.
He's Tori like, hey, I'm kind of feeling you. What's up?
Tori like, my friend Brice was in Florida. Did you open the door?
Tori's like, it don't matter. I'm going to open the door for you, Seb. Okay. And Seb kind of had a little showmance on Survivor as well.
What season was he on?
He it's crazy you forgot because he made it like a little farther than you made it.
Did he?
A lot farther.
Okay.
Anyway, so Seb and Jenna had a little fling, not really on the show, but like right after. And so now he's shooting a shot at Tori. It looks like Tori's I think she's playing it smart actually, because you don't want to block him because he is a member of kind of like this new class and the new people have the numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it doesn't. I don't know how.
It doesn't hurt to, it's a fine line. You got to keep it cute. But enough of that because you know how I feel about Sebastian. What I do love is that we get to see the 7 ladies meet in person, and they are really talking about their target. And Michelle is like, honestly, I really feel like the one who put my name out there was Johnny. And if we can get Johnny and another person out, another vet, preferably Johnny Bananas, we'd be very happy. And again, we've seen this type of strategy before. Last episode, it was Josh. Josh went to the other team and was like, listen, you keep me safe, Red, I'ma keep you safe, Blue. Or Blue, you keep me safe, I'ma keep you safe. But mind you, I love how, like, when they're talking about Janae, she just, is sitting there packing by herself. They was
Yeah,
talking about your ears must have been burning, girl.
yeah. And I mean, in that photo, she didn't look like she was too locked in. Like, she kind of looked like she's like knows that, I don't know. Looked like she knew something was going on.
Right. What was great about these nominations was my girl Desi, after having this powwow, or after having this conversation,
Mhm.
excuse me, with the 7, they went in very clear. Now, mind you, I love me my Lewis, right? And so I just love Lewis. Once Desi said what she has said, like, listen, we need to get these vets out. These are the 2 names. Lewis was like, I agree. Get them out. They had me down there. Get them out. Okay, it didn't matter. Lewis was just ready to go. And again, shout out to Wes, because I feel like the way that he navigated this conversation with the numbers against him, right? The way he still shot his shot, the way he still tried to say, like, strategically, if they are, because Michaela tried to say, you see how Johnny Bananas coached Chanel to get across the thing? They're like, we want to keep you as the only vet. First of all, also, come on, Survivor strategy, make him feel good, even though it's like, if y'all voting for them, what makes
Mhm.
you think you're not going to come for me, but make them feel comfortable? And he's like, but listen, if y'all doing that, why don't we just, like, if we do a female vet, can we keep a male vet? Like, he was trying his best. But listen, Desi said, I said what I said.
Yeah, and in Wes's there's a fine line when you do this. You don't want to, when the tide is going in a particular direction, it's like you want to try to shoot your shot like Wes did, but it was very clear. And when Desi was like, "Nope," Tori, who was it?
Tori and Bananas.
Tori and Bananas, and then you got to just take it at that point.
Right.
Yeah. So
And it
kudos to Desi, and then, but also shout out to Wes for understanding. Like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. But
right. I mean, even Amanda was like, well, listen, I'm writing Tori name down. I don't really want to write Bananas name down, but if it's no point, it's no point. So it is what it is. Uh, but yeah, it's interesting to see the tide kind of change on these bets.
Mhm.
And then the best thing is the secret vote. Like, I really do love the secret vote, but I really don't like the secret vote, because here's the thing. Like, my issue with the algorithm is my same issue with the hopper. Like, although, yeah, you can put the balls in the hopper and then squash, squash, squash all together, but, like, y'all could already have a name locked and loaded in that little thing that comes out and you can pick it. Now, everyone's going for their secret vote. Now, mind you, although I have a lot of love and respect for my girl Tiffany, I was kind of sort of side-eyeing her a little bit, because it's like, you with your Power 7, y'all specifically said John A. Then it's like, when you got there, Tiffany was like, well, listen, I want to be able to look her in the face and say I ain't put your name there, although I launched this attack on you. But I ain't mad at Tiffany, though, because, like, I feel like what Tiffany is playing a lot of different games. And I feel like she has learned her lesson, or she has learned a lot from, well, clearly Big Brother, and from the last challenge, where it's like, it really is no point to stay loyal to whatever team that you came in with. And to go a step further, I feel like Tiffany has learned it is important to have multiple people's numbers on speed dial. And so, although I'm like, well, girl, you just switched it up.
Yeah.
I ain't mad. I am not mad because it's like, yes, sis, play your game. Have alliances within alliances. Although you targeting these people and you setting them up, I ain't write your name down, sis.
It's like an insurance policy because had John A won and came back up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like, I'm like, okay, Tiff, I like the way that you are playing. The only thing that scares me about a plan like that, we've seen it in Survivor a lot, is that it works really well until it doesn't work that well. And so I just get nervous for my girl Tiff. But I mean,
you just saw it last week with John A throwing a stray at Michelle.
right.
John A's at home now. You know what I'm saying? So she's playing with fire.
But I mean, it makes for great television. So I'm not mad at it. Now, mind you, here we are thinking, I'm like, well, okay, it's gonna be like the last episode, like last time. They put the stuff in the hopper. We see Bananas and Janae come down, and I'm thinking, like, okay, I guess we'll have to wait till Thursday. But not today. Also, JT did not show up to the assignment. TJ was back in full effect. Again, I'm not sure if this is like a jean jacket. I'm not sure if this was like one of those full body Dickie suits. I'm not sure if this is like I'm not sure if TJ is working for the sanitation and he is a trash man. I'm not sure if he's a janitor. I'm not really sure what's going on with TJ in the look here, but
it could be corduroy.
I mean, because TJ loves a good corduroy.
Brice, are those the buttons that you clip in?
I don't think they are the buttons that you like.
It's like the metal ones, like
yeah,
this.
that's like. Okay,
Right,
he don't be having time for all of that.
All right.
Then he reveals the names of the secret votes, and I just want to know who out there putting Corey name down.
They're not gonna tell you.
Who out there putting Corey name down?
That's what he gets.
Stop playing with me. But we get to see that Paulie got 2 votes, Alyssa L got a vote, Dusty got 3 votes, Alyssa S got 2 votes. Okay, and let me also be clear. I put the vote on for Sebastian, if anybody's asking. Okay. I put the vote on Sebastian, if anybody asking. It was me that put the vote on Sebastian, if anybody asking. Now put one on Corey again, and I ain't going to be your friend. And then Janae got a whopping, was it 5 votes? And the hopper said, Johnny, come on down. And I mean, so Johnny. So it's kind of like not ping pong, or what's that game where it's at the arcades, has the 2 little things on the side, you press them when
no, it's with the ball,
right? And like you press,
you're talking about
it's like ping pong, or like where you press the 2 things at the side and they go up, and as the ball's coming down, you gotta like hit it back up. Pinball. So it's kind of like this. You gotta score. Whoever has the most points, the balls will come down, and you got to grab it, put it in your net. The silver balls are worth 5 points. Now, mind you, when I saw Tori and Janae, I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. Janae is a beast. She always make it to the end, she said. I was like, okay, we going to see what happens here. Whoo.
Yeah.
Whoo.
Yeah. She got manhandled, bro.
Oh, now this is the thing, right? If I were up there
Uh-oh.
and well, first of all, if I'm up there and I'm going against Corey and he manhandles me
Okay,
like that,
okay.
okay, you can win. Okay, I'm just gonna run up there, act like I'm taking the balls, okay? Because I just want you to flip me.
Okay, Brice. Not if you were up there.
But here's the thing: even if it were me against Corey, you got but one, and I'm gonna give Corey the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give you. You got about 2 times that you gonna flip me on my head before I am like, I don't care about the balls. I'm just attacking you. Like we just gonna be rolling around on the sand. Now, mind you, although that sounds very appealing to me, it wouldn't be for that reason because you got but one time for like you got but 2 times to take a ball. You got one time to like have me feel that helpless and vulnerable. I'm just attacking you.
I thought that was gonna be the case. I thought when we saw Tori manhandle her the first time, I'm like, all right, Jonay's gonna step it
She
up.
gonna step up.
And then the second time,
Then Josh was like, get the other ball. It's another ball coming down. So then I was like, okay. Janae is like working on getting the balls. Child, then we see, okay, Tori flip her. At some point in time, I'm taking my helmet off and I'm like, hey, yo, you don't gotta touch me like that.
mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh.
It got real out there, and Tori handled her.
Yeah. And not for, I mean, Janae stayed in it,
Yeah.
but much respect to Tori. Much respect to Tori. Like her her name was on the block. She showed up. And I think I'm not sure if it was Bananas or it might have been West that was like, although we don't want to lose Janae, I hope that this sends a very clear message to the ladies that
Mm,
you play with Tori.
mm. You gonna get right.
Okay. You go ahead.
Uh,
Whew.
she was ragdolling her.
Yeah, and it's like, and I don't know if like Janae had the thing that like we're friends, so I'm not gonna allow it to get physical. Like, I don't know, but it just seemed like, yeah, because like I said, you got but 3 times to take the ball from me like that, and I'm just going after you.
Right.
Like, I don't even want the points anymore. I'm just going to physically stop you.
Even though you're not that strong.
I don't have time for the slander or the disrespect. But I said, oh, okay, Tori. I was not mad at Tori at all. And I think the final score was 15-29.
Yeesh. Yep.
15-29. But yeah, I was like, okay. I'm interested to see how, regardless of the fact that I like the fact that my people are in the numbers and in control, right? I still am waiting and want to be excited for when the worlds collide, right? You know, like, because there is a point where it, like, I just, I don't like it either way. Even if it's the side that I want it to be on, I still don't like it when it's just like one side is just dominating the other side. Essentially, like I like it when it gets a little more intermingled. So I'm excited to see as the season continues how and which this will play out.
Me too. It's clear that they're gunning for the vets right now.
As
And
they should, though.
as they should, but I want to see things really shake up. I want to see how the vets bounce back. I don't want to see them just lay down, I want to see them bounce back. Brice, I want to see them bounce back.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see a vet laying down.
Oh my God.
Okay. But okay, well, listen, that's the Challenge USA season 2, episode 2 for you. Now we don't like. Are they doing 2 episodes a week, or was this just because they kept saying the 2-episode premiere? So I'm not sure what that meant. But listen, like we said, we was gonna get y'all this other episode, and we absolutely did.
Thank y'all for listening. Get Corey off of my screen. Thank you guys so much for listening. Those just listening on the streaming platforms, thank you for listening to the Purple Pants Podcast. Make sure you please go subscribe to the Wendell Holland YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell. Get Corey off of my screen.
He's telling a friend.
All right, Corey, tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe to the Wendell Holland YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Purple Pants Podcast, Brice Isaiah's YouTube channel as well. And we out.
We are out.
He doesn't want you, bruh.
It's fine. It's Brice and Wen with the challenge
breakdown.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge
breakdown.
It's Brice and Wen with the challenge
Breakdown.